I think the swamp is much more complex than we believe. I have always thought that there were some answers in their own. Now that's a good signal. The O Island crew has just stumbled upon a hidden hatch buried deep within the island. This unexpected find has everyone buzzing with excitement and curiosity. What could be hidden behind this door could change the whole investigation. Could it be the key to the island's legendary treasures or something even more surprising? Let us take a closer look at this strange discovery and uncover what lies Oak Island. A surprising find on Oak Island in the heart of Nova Scotia. Brothers Rick and Marty Lagina together with their crew set out to uncover the old and hidden stories of Oak Island. They had faced many tough situations while hunting for the island's well-known treasure. However, when they uncovered something totally unexpected, it completely changed their perspective. Their adventure kicked off with the discovery of an ancient map. This map was a game changer because it showed the way to a buried entrance. The entire team was buzzing with excitement, wondering what they might find underneath. Could this hidden entrance lead them to the fabled treasures of Oak Island, or was it just a pathway to more complex challenges? The thrill of exploring the deepest tales of the island was real for everyone involved. Sitting in a dimly lit room around the big table, Rick, Marty and their team discussed the local history with Doug Kroll. They were also joined by Zena Halper, a noted expert on the Knights Templar. Her knowledge and energy were infectious as she brought to light a significant find that could possibly answer many of the old questions about oil, and Zeno introduced them to two old maps along with a strange code. The team was stunned to see the date on the first map, 1179, marked in Roman numerals. The map clearly indicated Oak Island and had a point marked road on right on top of it. Zena believed this hinted at New Rosa Place, linked to a well-known explorer, Henry Sinclair, who traveled to Nova Scotia in 1398. The room filled with a sense of wonder and curiosity. Could these maps be the key to finding the long-sought treasures of Oak Island? With Zena's new information, the team felt a renewed sense of purpose and pushed forward in their quest for answers. As they pondered the implications of these old cartographic signs, it was evident that there were still many unanswered questions about Oak Island. With new energy, the team began a thorough exploration, leaving no stone unturned. Every discovery brought them closer to understanding, yet also deeper into the realm of the unknown. They navigated tough terrain and dealt with unexpected roadblocks, but their resolve only strengthened. The bond between Rick, Marty and the rest of the team grew stronger, united by their shared passion for uncovering the long-lost stories hidden by Oak Island. This strange island in Canada is believed to have connections to the Knights Templar, an influential medieval group. Some stories suggest that a Templar stronghold was established in the 1300s by a Scottish Andite prince, Henry Sinclair. However, recent findings suggest an even more intriguing story. Zaya Helper uncovered clues indicating that the Templars might have been on Oak Island long before Sinclair's visit, which suggests that the nearby town of New Ross has a much deeper history linked to the Templars than previously thought. The importance of Zena's maps in this unfolding story is immense. One map showed all of Nova Scotia, while the other, a French map from 1347, was particularly intriguing. This old map with French inscriptions suggested that the French might have been on the island back then. It referred to features like a basin, possibly a swamp, and a dam, maybe something discovered by another researcher. Interestingly, the map also featured phrases like OENT, a year, that seemed to point to a well-known treasure location on Oak Island. The map also contained confusing words like anchors and valve that added to the intrigue. The team's excitement grew with these maps as they continued their search for clarity. Nuclear helped them piece together more of the island's history, reinforcing their belief that its true story was buried, waiting to be discovered. This strengthened their conviction that Oak Island's history might be different from what was commonly believed. Maybe the Knights Templar historic group were there before Henry Sinclair. Did they leave behind any hints, treasures, or even a hidden fortress? Excited by what Zena Halper had discovered and the clues on the maps, the team was more motivated than ever to solve the long-standing riddles of Oak. And more discoveries lay ahead, and they felt they were close to finally uncovering the truth. Just as they started to understand their discoveries, an old map showed them something that could take their search even further. Searching for a lost entrance. Legends mention a hidden door on the island yet to be found, which raised more questions about other wonders that might be buried. That to find answers, they carefully compared the old maps to current geographical data, looking for matches and any anomalies. They believed these strange marks were essential to solving the long-standing riddles of the island. Rick Lagina knew the challenges ahead were significant. Although they were uncertain about the accuracy of Zena's findings, they were eager to explore all possibilities. Oak Island's history was filled with various tales and theories, so they had to consider all information. Zena's research seemed thoroughly conducted, making Rick keen not to overlook it. Each step they took brought them closer to potentially historic discoveries. Rick, Marty, and their team went to examine unusual depression near Dave's house, thinking it might be significant. Jack, another team member, took the initiative by comparing the old map with recent satellite images. To their amazement, the outline of the map aligned perfectly with the island's current shoreline. More remarkably, it roughly shown a location of Dave's driveway, road, and house, indicating that their ancient map might reflect Island's current layout. Jack cautioned that they still didn't know exactly what The hidden object they were looking for looked like, which meant they needed more clues to locate it. However, a hopeful sign appeared. Both the old map and the satellite image marked a peculiar spot, a potential site for the rumored hidden entrance on Oak Island. The team was thrilled at the possibility that the map was authentic and that the marked hole could indeed be the elusive entrance. They were eager to learn more about the potential hidden wonders. Below, Rick and Marty debated the implications of their pondering where the pirates saw ancient civilizations might have hidden something significant. Despite the uncertainties and challenges, their determination to solve the long-standing riddles of Oak Island was stronger than ever. David Blankenship felt a rush of excitement when he noticed that an old map lined up perfectly with a current satellite image of the area. Eager to delve deep, he asked Jack Bigley to bring along a metal detector, ramping up their investigation. With fresh enthusiasm, they followed the map's guidance, hopeful that it would lead them to a hidden entrance that another ancient document had hinted that. The team couldn't stop talking about what they might discover underneath. Perhaps it was a passage to the money pit, or even treasures hidden away for hundreds of years. Lena was amazed, believing this to be one of the most intriguing finds they'd encountered in this part of the island. As they approached the target spot, the excitement within the team surged. Everyone was buzzing with thoughts of what treasures and historical artifacts might be waiting just below the surface. When they finally reached the designated area, the air was thick with anticipation, almost as if the ground itself was eager to unveil its hidden wand. As Jack carefully maneuvered the metal detector across the site, while the rest of the crew watched in hushed silence, their hearts racing with the hope that they were about to make a significant discovery. During their intense search, Jack's detector suddenly signaled strongly at a particular spot, making him pause and look up with a look of excitement clear on his face. Was this the moment they would uncover the long-sought entrance that had eluded so many before them? The team quickly gathered around, their excitement paying as Jack resumed his careful examination, all eager to see what lay beneath the storage surface of Oak Island. As they dug around to uncover the entrance, feelings of astonishment and curiosity overwhelmed them. What might they find behind this hidden entryway? What forgotten tales were waiting to be revealed? Only time would provide the answers they sought. With the break of a new day on Oak Island, Rick, Marty and their team, along with archaeologist Ed, ventured to investigate a newly unearthed square-shaped opening on the island's western side. This discovery held the potential to be key, unraveling the island's long-standing tales. With their energy renewed, the team found a new opening that might reveal another part of the island's hidden past. Investigating a hidden opening, the main question they needed to address was whether this opening was man-made or a relic from the distant past. Confirming its origin would be a crucial milestone for the Lena brothers in their relentless quest to decode the island's history. As El inspected the site, he found signs that suggested human activity. Some stones seemed to have been moved intentionally, while others were loosely arranged. Pointing to deliberate construction, Marty proposed that this opening might be an entrance to a tunnel, noting indications that one side could extend into a corridor. More thorough exploration was needed, which would require permissions and the clearing of some vegetation. Marty reassured the team that they would follow all the necessary rules and asked about any restrictions on using basic tools like hand shovels for their digs. Despite the potential delays in securing permissions, Rick and Marty decided to proceed transparently, sharing their findings with the authorities. They recognized the importance of adhering to legal and archaeological guidelines to conduct a comprehensive and responsible exploration of the site. Committed to ethical treasure hunting, Rick and Marty chose to involve the Canadian government in their exploration efforts. This decision highlighted their commitment to respecting the environmental and historical significance of Oak Island. To many, the island wasn't just a potential treasure trove, it was considered a national and even a sacred archaeological site. Rick and Marty were keenly aware of the island's significance and were determined to preserve its integrity while methodically uncovering its hidden narrative. They understood the necessity of following proper procedures and collaborating with government authorities to ensure the island's preservation. Their approach contrasted sharply with the heavy-handed methods employed by previous explorers. The Liner brothers utilized modern technology and archaeological practices to carefully probe and examine the island, aiming to unlock its stories while preserving its historical and environmental significance. Through their careful and considered approach, Rick and Marty hoped to shed light on the strange Oak Island, respecting its rich history and natural beauty. Their calm commitment to maintaining the island's integrity underscored their genuine passion for discovery and a responsible approach to uncovering the truth. On a sunny morning on Oak Island, Rick and Marty convened their team at the shoreline for a trip to visit Dan Blankenship, an expert on the island's hidden riches. Dan had devoted nearly 50 years to collecting clues about the treasure, amassing a collection of maps, photographs, and stories from treasure hunters dating back to the 1800s. His extensive collection was like a treasure in itself, offering keys to unlocking the treasure's location. Dan's home resembled a mini museum, Filled with artifacts from past treasure hunts, his basement was particularly impressive, stocked with maps, photos, and notes that transported visitors back to the days of early treasure seekers. More than the artifact, Dan himself was a wealth of knowledge. He shared numerous stories about the treasure hunts, tales that had been passed down through generations. Dan's enthusiasm for O Island's history was infectious, and his narrative spurred the team's eagerness to learn more and dig deep. Dan served as a crucial link between the island's strange past and the ongoing quest for its treasures. With his guidance, the team felt better equipped to tackle the island's challenges and possibly unearth its long-hidden treasures. In the early 1930s, a determined treasure hunter named Melbourne Chappell meticulously sketched the Money Pit area on Oak Island. Convinced he had pinpointed the original pit's location, he and his father William began constructing a hidden tunnel aimed directly at the reputed treasure vault. Their ambitious project was abruptly halted when seawater from one of the island's legendary flood tunnels flooded their excavation site, dashing their hopes to decades later. Marty and Rick discovered evidence of Chappell's unsuccessful attempt while drilling in Valley 3. This finding prompted the crew to come together and strategize their next steps. During the discussion, Marty expressed concerns about the placement of their third drilling. Opinions varied, with Craig advocating for a northeastern site while Rick and David preferred a southwestern direction. This disagreement sparked a debate, prompting the team to carefully reassess their strategy. As their search became more intense, the clues they found led to a choice that could change their search completely: evaluating a historic site. The crew was eagerly waiting for an essential machine to arrive, which made their decision-making even more pressing. They chose to gather additional data and continue their discussions to figure out the best way to proceed. The success of their search for the hidden wealth on Oak Island depended heavily on how carefully they evaluated their choices and made their decisions while digging at the Money Pit on Oak Island. Was Lagina teamed up with Charles Barkhouse, the island historian, and fellow treasure hunter Jack Bigley. They brought in stone specialists Mike Quelling and Mark Fogger to take a closer look at one of the island's notable landmarks, Snowland's Cross. Their goal was to see if the huge stones that make up the cross were shaped by human hands, especially focusing on the center stone where the arms and the base of the cross meet. This spot was particularly significant because of the discoveries made there by Fred Nolan, the property owner and careful investigator. Back in 1981, Fred had discovered 5 large cone-shaped stones arranged in a perfect cross on his land, measuring an impressive 720 x 867 feet. Fascinated by this unusual layout, he thought there might be something valuable hidden at its center. His curiosity drove him to keep searching, and he eventually uncovered a 6 stone that looked like a giant human head. As the team investigated the land cross, they hoped to find not only signs of human alteration but perhaps also buried treasures or significant historical items within its confines. Many people speculated that the stones were arranged to form a Templar cross, but another theory suggested a deeper symbolic meaning, proposing that the stones represented the Tree of Life, a symbolic image in ancient Hebrew mysticism that represents 10 divine aspects involved in the creation of the universe. This alternative theory gained more attention as smaller stones with flat edges were found ranged around the cross, each lining with the Tree of Life's depiction. These stones, rounded on one side and flat on the other, bore patterns that resembled human facial features like eyes and lips. As the team dug deeper into the history of Nolan's, they were close to uncovering the hidden stories within this complex structure. The possibility that humans had shaped these stones, the chance of finding hidden riches, and the representation of ancient wisdom all added to the excitement surrounding their exploration. Moreover, the team stumbled upon traces of a small sword, adding another layer of intrigue to the island's history. Some believe that the arrangement of Nolan's cross, resembling a sacred symbol, might indicate that something valuable was concealed. Their expert who examined the rocks noticed details that could support both the idea of it being a simple geometric arrangement and a symbolic structure. The leaders recognized that Nolan's cross could be a key piece in piecing together the story of Oak Island. As they awaited further finds, they were energized by this new clue, believing that Nolan's cross might reveal more than just an arrangement of stones. Over time, the weather had altered the appearance of Nolan's cross. One stone in particular seemed different, suggesting it might have a special role. Rick considered the orientation of this stone as a potential clue, but they needed experts to confirm this. Rick understood that Nolan's cross might not yield any treasure or destiny to owners. Despite its many intriguing aspects, he saw it as crucial to explore the island's hidden stories. Considering experts as invaluable in this pursuit, the team remained committed to investigating all aspects of Oak Island, hopeful that Nolan's cross would provide some answers, yet prepared if it did not. Their dedication to uncovering the island's history was unwavering. The next day, the Oak Island team explored the base of Nolan's cross, focusing on a massive 5-ton granite cone. This exploration aimed to understand the stone's original placement and purpose, offering a fresh perspective on this remarkable structure. All 5 granite stones at Nolan's cross were similar in shape. The team considered whether They had found a stone that was close to what they needed and might require only minor adjustments, or if it had been deliberately moved. The stonemasons Mark Fogger and Mike Quelling observed that the stone was smoother than any natural granite they had seen, which sparked curiosity about the stone's origins and past, suggesting human involvement. This rock near the base of Nolan's Cross, located in the center of Oak Island and owned by Fred Nolan's family, might hold important clues. Its flawless surface contrasting with the rough natural granite hinted a deliberate shaping and placement enhancing the site's fascination. Is this hidden hatch just another dead end, or could it finally unlock Oak Island's greatest treasure? Let us know your thoughts and don't forget to like and subs.